So let's talk about how I'm doing parallel compression these days. And let's talk about drums. That's probably the easiest one. So in the past, let's compare it to the past, right? In the past, what I've promoted to people is that in order to make the delay compensation work for you on Venue, you actually burn a channel. You actually take a channel and you assign it to the left, right, and to 2 audio subgroups to force that alignment to kick in place. And then you take and assign all your drums to one subgroup, and then assign your kick, snare, and toms, or whatever you're going to compress, to the second subgroup and process it. Okay, once you do that, if you have that burn channel in there, it'll automatically align those 2 things. Okay, very, very capable, very, very cool workflow to do. The challenges with that workflow are that in many cases, what you want to do with those 2 groups is also be able to send them to subwoofers. You want to be able to send them to effects processing, et cetera, and that's dicey coming off groups. You have to burn matrices to do that. So I've come up with another way to do it that's all included in the input layer. As you can see here on the console, I have one subgroup that is drums, right? So the way I'm doing it here is I'll take a stereo auxiliary, okay, out to a plugin, a time adjuster plugin, and return it. Actually, I'll take it out to 2 time adjuster plugins in parallel and return them both to 2 stereo channels. So if you take a look at my drums here, let me mute this. So I have 2 channels here. These are stereo channels. One is just my kick, snare, and toms. And the other is compressed kick, snare, and toms. Okay? So I've gone, I'll show you here on screen. Maybe we can do this. Oops. So it's out to a time adjuster, all right? So I'll take the a single stereo aux out to a time adjuster and return that time adjuster to the channel. Take that same stereo aux out to a second time adjuster and return it to a channel as well, all right? So I have kick, snare, and toms uncompressed, kick, snare, and toms compressed. And as soon as I add all the processing on this second channel, I'm going to use the time adjuster on the uncompressed channel to realign them, okay? So let me see if I can get there for us here, where I can show it up on screen. So I'm surprised how many people don't know that you can do this as well. Can we go back to my laptop here for a sec? Let's see if I can find that channel here. Okay, so can you guys see this on the screen? Okay. So here's the 2 channels, right? This is my uncompressed kick, snare, and toms. This is my compressed kick, snare, and toms. And you can see that I have processing on that second channel, right? Okay, so I have compression, some tape equalization, and some tape compression in there, okay? So the question is, okay, well, how much delay do I need to get the thing back in alignment? And if you go, let's see if I can do it here. If you go to the channel right over here at the plugins, and you won't be able to see this cursor, but you right-click there, and it tells you it's 152 samples of delay there, right? So you know how much delay you have to add to the uncompressed side to get those 2 things in alignment. So if I go to the plugin now, this is the one that's on the compressed set. Notice there's 4 samples of bass delay in that, right? So on the other one, which I'll just get to here. So you'll notice on the other one, I actually have 156 samples of delay. So it's 152 samples from the input and the 4 samples of bass delay that are in the plugin. Realign those 2 things, okay? And you can trust those numbers. That almost, I'll say, I don't think I've ever seen it not come out sample accurate on an FFT, okay? So you follow that workflow there? All right, so now here's the deal with those 2 channels. Let's go back to the screen here. And this is a common way to look at this, regardless of how you're doing this kind of parallel compression. This is the path for my kick, snare, and toms to get to whatever group I'm going to use, whether it's the left, right master or a subgroup. Meaning the kick and snare over here are not assigned anywhere. They get there through that channel, right? So kick and snare over here are not assigned anywhere. They go up through the aux bus and come back into this channel. And this is the master level for kick, snare, and toms to the group. You follow me? All right. And then I have my compressed set with it. Now the beauty of that is that it allows me to take those two, the combination of those two things, meaning the uncompressed and the compressed, and I can very easily now drive them into an aux bus for subs. I can drive them into an aux bus for effects processing, et cetera, whatever I need to do without burning matrices to do that, right? And obviously now in this console, we're very aux heavy, very aux rich, very matrix rich. We can do all those things very, very easily, okay? You follow it? Yeah. So it works, it saves you a subgroup. You don't have to burn the subgroup. You don't have to burn the channel, other than you're using the extra channel here, really. I guess it's net zero. But I find this to be a much more elegant way to do this. And, you know, the nice thing is you can keep all your drums together. You can keep your parallel path together with your inputs. You know, like in my situation, I got the effects processing right here, uncompressed, compressed. Right, it's all right there just to get your gain structure and everything right together. Cool? Yeah.